of our Halloween broadcast.
Leonard playing extremely well. He's got 13 points, and he's put one three-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
Here's Dragic. Green outside at 3 with Morris at the 4. Bledsoe is out there with Dragic, and it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Now, here is Morris. A 12-point game. The shot's good. From Plumlee. Plumlee's got the first bucket of the third here for the Suns. The Spurs shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Miles Plumlee, Steve, buried on the bench in his rookie season with Indiana. But the Suns saw something in him, and they would not sign off on the Luis Scola trade without Plumlee coming back in the deal.
Well, it was a good move on their part. Plumlee stepped into their starting center position, played very well, and has a bright future, really, in Phoenix because he fits right into what they're trying to do.
Now, here's Dragic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wow. Green against Bledsoe. Got that bucket in no time at all. Green's got 5 now.
And the Suns' top draft pick, Alex Len, dealt with ankle issues last season. That being the case, how big was Plumlee for them? I mean, he's a big-time glass eater inside and an above-the-rim finisher to help force the D to collapse. He's a guy that I think has tremendous upside and is extremely athletic for a front-line player.
And Plumlee still working to expand his skill set, but you don't find many 7-footers who can uncork a 40-inch vertical leap, and his athleticism sets him apart.
Goran Dragic, nicknamed Goji, grew up in Slovenia. His mom played hoops. His dad played soccer. Goji started out playing soccer, but when he hurt his leg, his mom said, no more of that pitch stuff. You're going to the round ball and the hardwood. So he went to basketball, and I'd have to say it's worked out pretty well. Good call by Mom on that, too.
Well, this is what happens when he gets on a roll. I mean, you are not going to see a better rhythm shooter than him.
Drops in the layup for 2. Dragic has got 4 points in the quarter.
He's been a bright spot for them. He's had an incredibly efficient offensive performance.
Steve, his shooting really has been just terrific. They'd be much worse off if it weren't for him, that's for sure.
And back to Dragic. He said, Steve, that the soccer background may have helped his footwork.
I think that's true in almost every case, Kevin. When you see a former soccer player on the basketball floor, it's not just the footwork, but it's the vision, it's the anticipation. I think the game really translates. You saw it with Steve Nash and Tony Kukoc. You see it with Dragic now.
Now here's Parker. Dishes it to Splitter. Plumlee with the steal, and the call will be against Tony Parker. That's foul number 2 for him. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He just continues to light him up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his point.
Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. The Spurs second.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but they were pretty close.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Dragic kicks to Plumlee. Here's Bledsoe. Duncan with the block. Parker inside. Working on Plumlee. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Dragic kicks to Morris. Duncan against Bledsoe. Lots of room. Morris with the bucket. San Antonio calls timeout.
Kawhi Leonard has been talked about and mentioned as the future of this San Antonio Spurs team. 23 years old is all he is, and already a great defender and a much improved shooter from his days at San Diego State.
Parker passes to Splitter. And that's a foul called on Miles Plumlee. That'll be his second foul of the game. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Leonard with a screen on Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. It's Parker with the drive. Tries from 10, and Duncan gets it to go on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Suns trail by 15. Dragic dishes to Plumlee. Here's Green, and it's Phoenix scoring again. Here's Parker. Kicks it to Splitter. No luck. And Phoenix the other way now. And it's Dragic off the drive. Bledsoe takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
That's the kind of lead pass we've seen him make over and over again.
Parker outside. And the shot is good. Parker's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
For Phoenix, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And Bledsoe, here we go. And it's slammed in by Plumlee. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw, the defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for the Spurs. The drive by Green. Here's Bledsoe, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Great teamwork out there, really helping each other out.
Their plan is one. I mean, they're like a symphony. Everybody in harmony and in beat and in rhythm. 5 straight baskets now have resulted because of assists.
Here's Green after Eric Bledsoe's score. Releases. Ginobili. That's good. Ginobili's got 13.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Suns trail by 11. Bledsoe kicks to Green. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 3 assists now in this one.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Now here's Parker. 6 points for him. Pass to Duncan. Releases. It's hauled in by the Suns. Morris has got 8 rebounds in this game. Rockets the pass to Plumlee. Morris kicks to Plumlee. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Plumlee's got 6 in the quarter.
They are so productive in the low post right now. 8 straight points have come inside the paint.
That's bully ball they're playing there.
Parker dishes to Green. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
They've also done a lot of good work in the post tonight. That's certainly been an advantage as well.
Warren's checked in for Morris. And San Antonio also making a switch. Morris Diaz checked in for Duncan. Dragic almost, but it rolls out. Spurs leading by 9. Parker drives in, and that one's good. Parker's got 8.
And their interior defense getting exposed once again. How many open looks at the rim are they going to allow?
Bledsoe passes to Plumlee. Feeds it to Bledsoe. Back to Dragic. To the paint. Here's Plumlee, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Dragic has got assist number 5 here tonight.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
And he gets it to go.
I mean, what are you going to do defensively? He can just rise up and bang down a 3-ball like that, and they get such separation with the height advantage. Phoenix was one of several teams in the West that were a surprise to many, and they were able to sneak up on a lot of their conference counterparts early in the season.
And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
That may put a little life back into this team.
Green left side. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession.
17 seconds.
One thing with the Suns, Clark, that helped them to a 28-24 Western Conference record is that they knew how to go on mini runs to close out quarters.
You know, they were very good last year towards the end of a quarter, and as you said, Kevin, that kind of play helped them sneak up on a lot of teams out west. They were clearly the surprise team in the NBA, I think.
Spurs leading by 13. Mills with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Diaw can't hit. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. Green inside. He's covered by Ginobili, and it's Green missing. San Antonio's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the three ball well. Splitter, that's good.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
13 foul.
Diaw with the steal.
Good defensive instincts on display there.
Good on the shot. Mills has got his first points of the game.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
And Thomas, here we go. Drops it in from 11 feet.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
Now here's Ginobili. 16 points for him, and he gets the bucket. Ginobili's got 7 points here in this quarter.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
And the shot by Warren, no good.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Pass to Ginobili for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
You know, he's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Now, here's Green. Bellinelli is covering. Here's Warren. And Splitter pulls it down. Spurs leading by 20. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. Ginobili kicks to Diaw. Puts up the baby hook. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Diaw's got his second bucket. 1:15 left in the third. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Thomas goes in. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. San Antonio's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Ginobili dishes to Splitter. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. Number 1, the Spurs.
Wasn't it fun to watch this club, the way they moved the ball and shared it and played so unselfishly? That's why you saw those great assist numbers.
There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Green, the pass to Tolliver. Thomas goes in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Thomas got 4 this quarter. So it's the Spurs now. Now Mills. They set the pick. Right wing. Splitter kicks to Mills. The three-pointer, no good. Suns trail by 20. 3-on-3. Thomas, it's a wide-open look. Another one falls for Phoenix. "11 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Bellinelli. He has 5. This one for three, and the basket good. Bellinelli's got 8 points.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Spurs out in front, running away with it. 2K Sports, back to
Thursday, November 6th, Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on Dwight Howard and the Houston Rockets.